Greetings, sir. My name is Mulongo Michael, and I belong to team called PI. We are doing interpretive machine learning for student performance prediction in STEM subjects, and we shall be focusing on Ugandan secondary schools. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So majorly these scientific subjects that we are majorly looking at in this context. This is the team, Wanyama Edgar, myself, and Mbavas, and then Tibesiwa. So we shall have the introduction, problem statement, related work, research questions, objectives, methodology, system architecture, experimental simulations, conclusions, feature research, and differences and argument. So introduction here, interpretive machine learning has gained increasing attention to recent years as it enables development of more transparent and accurate predictive models. So we realize interpretive machine learning is a younger discipline and it is still growing. So it is really doing very well. It is progressing. We shall be looking at how it is transparent, how it is accurate. Yeah, then we shall explore ways of interpretive machine learning for student performance prediction in STEM subjects in Ugandan secondary schools. So we are aiming at improving the success of schools by letting them know the loopholes, the predicted outcomes, and see what to do to improve or to maintain what they have. That's what you're going to be doing. Our problem statement, lack of interpretive machine learning models for student performance prediction in STEM subjects in Ugandan secondary schools. Currently, there are no models that are doing that in Uganda. So we want to do it and be of help to those schools. And we need an impact on the education system currently. So that is the problem statement. Because currently there are traditional models of doing things. So we want to overcome that. Because currently they use papers. Safe schools record things on computers, but majorly use papers, and it becomes very hard for them to draw conclusions out of the data that they have. So we want to come up with a model that can really help do that work for them. So these traditional methods, as we see here, they do not provide transparent predictions of students' performance. So someone just looking at a sheet of paper and then wanting to predict it becomes quite tricky. Often subjective and may not accurately predict future success. Yeah, it's not accurate when you're just looking at it, the paper. Then providing schools necessary resources is one of our goals that we are going to be doing, and then support implementation of intermediate machine learning models for predicting. Related works, we looked at this interpretive machine learning for student performance prediction in higher education by A. Gamma, that was in 2014. This one majorly uses this decision trees, but there are other machine learning models like linear regression, KNN, that is nearest neighbor. Yeah, there are many others. So that one used that one that was in a Brazilian university. And then this second one, predicting student success in higher education using interpretive machine learning models by SR Kotsiantis, that was in 26. This one was in Greek University. Used decision trees, rule-based models, and then linear regression predict student success. Yeah. And then our research questions be how effective is machine learning model at predicting student performance in STEP subjects in Ugandan secondary schools. So we shall be looking at the effectiveness of the model, the potential impact. Yeah, we need to see that we are not developing something just useless, but we need to come up with something that is going to do something, should impact on the system. Shall be looking at the challenges of this model and then the limitations, and then the potential of using interpretive machine learning as a whole for decision making, like after observing the trends in the data that they are having, then they can base there to make decisions for the betterment of the school and then the nation as a whole. The research objectives, one is to develop and evaluate. Objectives are like the goals of doing this study and developing this model. Develop and evaluate machine learning model that can accurately predict performance. We need accurate predictions of our model, and then to assess the potential impact. The potential impact. Yeah, how it will be impacting, how it will, its effect actually. And we need positive effects on the system for STEM subjects, and then to identify the challenges and explore the potential using interpretive machine learning in the context of STEM subjects in and secondary schools. This is our methodology. We shall have data collection. We shall visit one or two or more accuracy regions most closed to get this data of their past performances. Then we shall do data processing, shall key in the data, and then we do data transformation. Then we start on our model, start developing our model. The data will be split into two. That will be the training set and the testing set. The first set will be for training the model. After training the model, shall be having the testing set for evaluating the model. Yeah, the one for training shall have an algorithm here for training the model, and then we validate later on, and I think verification comes in here, and then interpretability methods that we shall be using to interpret. Expected results, we expect improved accuracy with the model, increased transparency, as I talked about it. It should be accurate and transparent, and it should be fair, and then it should enhance decision making. Yeah. So expect our model to be very accurate in making predictions, given that the sets of data, and it should be transparent when making those decisions. It shouldn't have any bias, and lacking bias means it has to be fair, and then it enhances decision making. Like the administration can base on its results to make decisions for the betterment of their schools. It is important, in our conclusion, it is important to consider the interpretability of machine learning model in predicting student performance, understanding the factors that contribute to student success that can help educators and policymakers make informed decisions. So there are other factors that influence prediction and that influence performance. One of them is feeding, modes of teaching, the teaching learning environment, and many others that influence student performance. Future works, we expect to expand the scope of the research, or even for other education levels like primary. Then we expect to also extend our studies to other countries. So we thank the Almighty God who has kept us alive, brought us to this new year, and also thank our academic supervisor, Mr. Galiwanga Mavi, for the guidance and the tireless efforts. We thank you very much for all that you do for us. We are so grateful. I've been Michael Mulongo, team code 5, interpretive machine learning to predict performance in STEM subjects of Ugandan secondary schools. Happy New Year.